in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? On the screen, this is Woodhead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Flacco. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal from the 5. They'll run with Dixon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenneth Dixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically their scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try.
Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
His throw caught right around the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On second down, Flacco to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Dixon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. He can't get him down. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Second down, Rivers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Hey, Rocket, 190, 380. He's coming. Son. Hey, Delta. Gun.
Rivers to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now on first, Dixon again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Dixon. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south as we like it. And his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Hey, Delta! 12, 180!
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's got some space here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Flacco. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. That is caught. It's Perriman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in after 1. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Oliver, 99 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Flacco. And he's got his man. That's Maclin. And all the way down to the 26. A big play on third for the Ravens. 51 yards. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Third and just one. It's Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in... Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 77 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. you and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Here's Flacco. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To pass, Flacco. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. Past the 20. Completes it to Dixon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Nifty move by Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 81 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run it here with Oliver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Brandon Oliver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Finding room inside the 40. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back, and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here's Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he slides to avoid the hit. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Second down, Flacco now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down, they'll run with Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's a carry for Oliver. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. To throw is Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. First and 10 here for Flacco. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have
That's
a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Flacco to throw again on second down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for Baltimore first. They go pass again with Flacco. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going back to Maclin. This time he's got him. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? No. Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to Dixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Passing play. Flacco. Allen here on the screen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Dixon on the give from Flacco. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything.